There we are. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely not. How y'all doing on this evening? I think you got sound right now. You should have sound. I hadn't pushed the sound button. Do you have sound? Can you hear me? Wherever you are out there in the whole wide midst of this thing that we call hello, my handsome mirror. Girl, flattery will get you everywhere. You better stop. Get yourself in trouble. How y'all doing? I've been busy, and this computer, I'm gonna have to re-up and do this whole thing again. But man, I just feel good. You hear me, Miss Hattie Rogers? Good. I hadn't turned on the button. And Instagram, you will always hear me. I got a very special show, and I'm going to continue from the show. But I also will have the witness, a witness, or the main witness. All right, me too. I will have the main witness to the very horrific acts of Laurencia Reed. That's going to be coming up in just a minute. But I've been working on another project this afternoon, and that's with my bedroom therapy. This is not just a hustle. This is a business that's taken on its own nature. I am selling bedroom therapy to men and to women who want it for their men all across the country. I don't take this as a joke. I don't take this as really a side hustle. I take it as my hustle. I take it as what I do that is now making me montees. But it can also make you montees. It is astronomical what this business is doing for me and for the ministry. It's astronomical. The numbers are great. The numbers come in all times of day and night. I think you get men at night who are laying up with their women and they can't get it up. So what do? I got to give me some of that bedroom therapy. And it does work. It is a miracle herb. A miracle herb. It had to be what Peter, James, and John, and Samson, and David, and Solomon used. It's got to be. It's got to be. It is a marvelous product. And I'd like for you to get in business. Those of you that, especially in these little small hick towns. I got Brother Payne. I haven't seen him on here yet. That's on his second order. And he pays me $500 at a time. Down, I forget what part of Texas that is. Waco, Texas. Down around Waco, Texas. He's selling this product for $15 a pack. I sell $500 to him because he came in when I was doing a special. I sell $500 to him for $100. He gets 100 of these for $500. Regular price is $650. He's selling it for $15 a pack. That means off of his $500, he makes $1,000 profit. You can do the very same thing. You can do it. You can do it right now. In fact, tonight I'll do it again tonight. You can get 100 of these for $500. And guess what? You'll be forever able to get it from me at that price. The regular price for 100 of these is $650. But if you come on board tonight, you can get 100 of these for $500. Did you hear what I said? $500. You double your monies. You double your monies. Some areas, I know a guy got another guy that's selling it for $20 a pack. This ain't the stuff you get at the service station. This ain't it. This herb is magically delicious. It will make your nature do some things that your nature has not done, and it doesn't have an age limit on it. It does not care whether you're taking high blood pressure medicine. It does not care whether you have diabetes. It is an herb. There is no side effects, none whatsoever. The only effect that it gives you is a hard one, a firm one. It allows you the opportunity to go more than one time a night. Stays in your system for 72 hours. 72 hours. Don't mean that it stayed firm and hard for 72 hours. It means that you're ready to go. When you walk through there in that naked J or no J at all, you can get it up. You can do everything that you need to do. You need to be sending me $500 right now to Cash App Naked Truth Ministries. Cash App Naked Truth Ministries. Or you can send it by way of Zelle at cussingpastormember@gmail.com. Quit letting yourself be scared. Okay? Quit letting yourself be scared. This is the product that you need. This product works. This is not at the service station. They got little packs. The packs ain't even as big as this, but they got little packs like this. Imitation. It is not this product. You spending $25 and $30 a pill for Viagra, same price. The coffee, same price. I mean, not the coffee, the honey, same price. Send me that money. You don't want for $5, send me $60. If you want 10, $120. If you want 50, I'm gonna sell you 50 for $350. 50. 100 is normally $650. I'm doing the special night. If you don't get the special tonight when I'm on there, don't send for the special after I go off there. Costs $650. Okay? As long as I'm on the air tonight, you can get 100 for $500. Okay? That includes your shipping and your handling. Okay? So send it to me right now. Go to my Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. We'll put it in the mail to you in the morning. Okay? In the morning. This is the product that you need. This is the product that will make your thing work. I go to shop and save 10 a pack. If I want one, they will sell me 1 or 2. This ain't in the service stations. We don't even put our product in service stations. Why? Why don't I put it in service stations? Because you go into a service station, the Iranians or whatever kind of peoples they is, So, Tony, you keep on buying that bullshit, Tony Williams. I don't put this in service stations. I don't want it in service stations. Because you got 20 products in the store. So, why they going to buy my product and 20 items, and you get these cheap motherfuckers that want it for $5 and $2? You get that shit. If that's what you want, then you get it. But I'm talking about something that is guaranteed to work. Okay? See, a Negro, they buy one at a time anyway. You don't even need to fuck. If you're a $10 nigga, you don't need to be fucking no way. Tony Williams, if that's what you do. Tony Williams, you off my page, brother. You don't promote anybody else on my goddamn page. It ain't the same product. Okay? If you want that product, you got to get it from me or one of the people that is selling for me, like Shay. Shay delivers. I can't find your number right now, baby. Text if you on the page. Text me your number. But I don't promote anybody else's stuff on my pages but me. If you ain't getting it from me, you ain't getting it. I got folks that'll bring it to you here in the city of Memphis. All right. So, and y'all gonna let me talk about my own product. Send me that money. You want to go in business? If you want to get it from somewhere else and you think you're getting what I got, you ain't getting what I got. All right, let me go off into the show. Last night we talked about mental health. And all of this comes about because of what happened here in Memphis on this weekend. Laurencia Reed, a mother with several children, I believe it was 3. Her mind snapped. I believe that's Saturday or Sunday evening. Her mind snapped. Brother Anthony Brown, it's good to see you again today on YouTube. He's bought so much product, I don't know. He's selling it. He's going to be at the Crawl Festival. I forget where it is this weekend. But he drives an over-the-road tractor. And he brought me some hot sauce. Not hot sauce. Some Louisiana and some Tabasco through Memphis on today. Met him. Got my hot sauce. I've already used it, man. That Tabasco sauce. Thank you again for bringing it through to me. I got some Louisiana. I haven't even opened the other one yet to see what it is. Lafayette, Louisiana. He's going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana. Those of you down, I believe it's the Crawfish Festival, Anthony, down in Lafayette, Louisiana. He will have plenty of merchandise for you down in that area, okay? Down in that area. He'll have the peels. He'll have the honey. And naturally, he'll have the coffee. So you see Brother Anthony Brown, if you're in the Lafayette, Louisiana area, see him while you are down there this week. But back to Laurencia. Laurencia stabbed her daughter to death, cut up her sister, tried to drown one of her sons. Was it postpartum depression? What was it? I hear that the sister is out of the hospital looking a little banged up, and naturally, she lost her mind. Okay? She lost her mind. She lost her mind to the point that she did this act naked. Yeah. She took all of her clothes off. All of her clothes off to commit to that. She lost her mind. Shook, you gone. Okay. Lost her mind. Mental illness is real. Mental illness is real. No, Jim, I believe you don't take a baseball bat upon a mind. Mental illness is real. Demonic possession is real. I'm going to call a witness that was, I'm not going to call his real name. We're going to call him John. Okay. We're going to call John. Let me get his number here. This Thaddeus, how you doing, man?
How you doing, sir? How you doing, Mr. Matthews?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful, man. Wonderful.
Let's talk about this incident. What day was this? Was it Saturday, Sunday? What day was
it? It was Friday evening.
It was Friday evening. Okay.
I guess about 8:15, between 8:15.
Okay. How did you observe this, and what is it that exactly did you see?
I guess about it was about maybe about 7:45. Me and my daughter was going to go get something to eat. Probably wasn't gone maybe 15, 20 minutes to get back, maybe around between the 8 o'clock and between the 8:15 mark. It's kind of hard for me, so kind of bear with me here, Mr.
Okay.
Matthews. So, me and my daughter, I happened to bring a neighbor, something, and as I gave the neighbor what I was going to bring her back from the store, kind of glance up at my balcony, and I observe her walking toward my door, but was totally nude, soaking wet. Looked very disoriented, like she was actually looking for someone. So, at that time, I had normally, I forgot something in my truck, so I went back to my truck and proceeded back to my apartment there. So, as normal, I have a 5-year-old daughter that had to witness this stuff. So, she normally runs in front of me. So, when she ran in front of me, she probably was and Dad, you can stop me anytime you want to ask any questions or anything.
I'm listening to you. I'm going to ask questions after I listen to you. Go ahead, man.
Oh, okay, sir. And so my daughter gets to the end of the steps, and normally she takes off running on up. So at that particular time, I know I had seen her up there nude. Didn't really know what was going on. And my daughter turned to me and said, Daddy, look at all this blood. I said, hold up, baby. Stop where you at. I'm on my way, hold up. And when I seen what I seen, it was like something out of a horror movie. It was blood all the way up the steps. So my baby, I said, baby, please don't step in the blood. And as we go up the steps, there's more and more blood leading to my apartment. But I did observe that her door was still open. So she was my neighbor. She's always been a good neighbor. I'm not, whatever. But I let my baby in the apartment, and I seen a, bloody T-shirt. See the blood. I see everything that's going on outside the door. And I proceeded to check on her. And as I'm going toward her door, she closes the door and locks it on me. So I went on into my apartment, put my food down, and something just told me just look out there, because that is when I pulled up, I seen nobody out there. I didn't see the 10-year-old. I didn't see the sister. I seen nobody out there. So it was like it was seconds, like when I was pulling up, as all this was going on. So as I put my food down, got my baby situated, and I looked out my window, I see the child laying down here. So immediately grabbed my keys, told my baby, might sound a little irresponsible, but I told my baby, just hold tight, be careful, daddy be right back. So I locked her in the apartment, not knowing what's really going on, but I locked her in the apartment. And as I stepped out, of course, I see, massive amount of blood. Lots of blood.
Let me ask you this. Where did you see the child laying? In the apartment or outside the apartment?
She was actually laying in the drive, on the incoming drive into the apartments. So she had enough fight in her to make it out to the drive where people, come through, because these apartments are one way in, one way out. So the child, after she was stabbed, got out of the apartment trying to get away. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That was the thing. So, of course, I did what any parent would do. That I see this child on the daily. I see this child all the time. That is. So, I rushed down the stairs, of course, and ran into another neighbor. She was, of course, upset, and she gave me a towel. And I was probably about the third responder, or at least the third person out there to actually try to help the child. And she had, severe wounds. We did what we can. We applied pressure to the wound that was on her back. And she had a couple of them that was on her back. I don't want to get into too much graphic detail out of respect for the family and stuff like that, but it was a bad scene. That is, it wasn't something that you see on the daily.
So when was the police called?
The police was called in the midst of because it was two young ladies probably already out there that I witnessed that was already out there that was helping me with the child. It was three of us actually helping the child. So I mean she was breathing. She just wasn't responding and everything. But the ambulance and to answer your question, they were called in the midst of going out. It seemed like, and it was an eternity. All this was going on within, like, I guess about from time I got home. This is like 3 or 4 minutes. All this stuff is just happening really, 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 really fast. So we're doing our best to try to assist the child. We're trying to address the wounds.
But let me stop you here.
Yes,
I know
sir.
you all were trying to assist the child, but how quickly did you call the police?
It had to. You had the police lines, from what I was told, was so jammed up at the time because so many people was trying to call at the time. But it was called immediately as the child was actually seen. From the moment she was seen, and the moment she was seen was probably when she was actually getting to her last, laying spot. So,
I have to ask you this, man.
yes, sir.
When you saw the blood, blood on your steps just ain't something you normally see. And you saw her naked. Why wasn't the police called right then? It had to enter your mind that now this ain't normal.
Right.
Okay.
It wasn't.
And I guess the question has to be,
and that is, at that particular time, my reaction was, when I seen her, I yelled out, of course. I said, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you?" Probably said something probably a little different, but I covered my daughter's eyes because I didn't want my daughter to react to what I was looking at. So
yeah, but you gotta see the blood, though, my brother.
but I hadn't. We went to the truck first.
Oh,
Once
okay.
I went to the truck,
Okay.
we didn't see the blood. And she was going in the apartment then.
Okay.
She didn't stand out there or anything like that. She walked out toward my door, and
As though she was looking for
she
something.
won't return back to her apartment, but left her door open.
Okay.
So
after the police was called, did the child die while you all were down there on the ground?
unfortunately, she did transition, and right there before us, seconds before the paramedics and the police, arrived. Yeah, she, baby girl had, transition status.
Okay.
Her wounds was she was a fighter. She was definitely fighting, but everything that I tried, she just wasn't responding to my touches, my feel, our sound, anything. But she was fighting. She was fighting for her life, and she had enough fight, enough smart to, when the sister, I guess, was coming out on my balcony. The mother, I'm sorry. The mother was coming out to my balcony. She was actually looking for the sister, because the sister
Has
is the
gotten
one
away.
who came out that door. But that baby had enough smarts and enough fight in her life to come out the front door,
Okay.
and go down the stairs and make it to where she was.
So the sister went out a different door.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, she did.
So did you run? When did you run into the sister?
It was other people tending to the sister because the way she went out, she went past the actual office, and she was, these apartments, it's kind of like a downhill slope to a curb, so she was kind of laying at, just slightly past where she passed out at, past, the apartment office and stuff. So, and that was far as she could make it. But she had, I never did see the sister. So,
okay,
because I was too busy just tending to that baby, and my concern was that child, and trying to make sure she was okay. But unfortunately, she just didn't. She just didn't. Thaddeus.
So, what happened, man? And let me say this to those of you all who are on the various pages. He ain't reading what y'all asking. I got the questions, thank you. But y'all asking questions on the pages, and he ain't reading what you're saying. Go ahead, brother.
And as the police, when they pulled up, like I said, it seemed like it was. I mean, things were happening so fast. So I do give the MPD. I give them but I mean, it had to have been at least 3-4 minutes down there with their baby before they arrived. The first responding officers and the paramedics arrived after that. First arriving officer, he did his job. He jumped, right into action, and was doing what he had to do to, try to save that life. And once the other officers jumped out that car, and they were asking, where is her apartment? Where does she stay? Where does she stay? And she stays right up here. She's right up here. I can take you right where she's going, right where she's at. And from what I've, was, told, in the police report and by the detectives, that somebody, I guess, a couple of people in the apartment complex kicked in her door. But at the same time, I really didn't witness a lot of that because I was down trying to help the child. I only responded once the officers arrived, and
so what? Did you go up to the apartment?
I took him directly to the apartment, and
when you got to the apartment, what did you see?
When I walked into the apartment, I was probably 2 or 3 feet within the apartment with the officers. I observed the handoff between the child and whatever person was in there with the child that actually had got the baby out of the tub from the mother.
All right, so are we talking? All right, let me ask you this: when you said the handoff, are we talking about the second child?
I'm talking about the 2-year-old. Yes, sir.
The who?
The 2-year-old.
That she was attempting to drown.
Yes, sir.
So where was this when you entered the apartment? First of all, where was she at?
She was nowhere in sight when we first entered the apartment.
So
she was, I guess, still in the bathroom area, maybe still in the tub.
She was in there trying to drown. She was still trying to drown the child.
That was what was written in the police report, and yeah, that's what I mean. The baby came out. The baby was soaking wet.
Okay, now let me ask you some direct questions now.
Yes, sir.
You go into the apartment with the police.
I'm behind them.
Well, I mean, naturally, you behind. I would have
But
been behind. I'd have been behind them too. Uh, they go into the. So you go into the apartment. You don't
yes,
see
sir.
her, right?
I don't. We don't see her
Okay.
initially. No, sir.
So at this point, does the police start searching the house looking for her?
Yes, sir. They yelled out their commands and they start actually, looking around for her. But
And I'm sure.
they didn't have to look far because she came around the corner. That is, and it was if you've seen something, any kind of poltergeist movie or any possession type of movie. Like I was watching your show last night, and you was talking about the devil being present and the devil being real. I basically seen that firsthand. I seen that. I seen the look in her eyes. I've never ever. I mean, it was. I still think about that eerie feeling of just the way she came around the corner and looked at us, and she was, far as out of respect to everything, she was still totally nude, and she was soaking wet also.
So did it appear that when she was trying to drown the child, she was in the water also?
I like I said, I didn't see her get out, but she had to be because she was soaking, dripping wet.
Okay.
She was still dripping wet when she came around the corner. I mean, she just stood in the hallway and she just looked at all of us. She looked at all of us.
Did she ever say anything?
She never said a word. She never said a word. Never said one word. Not one word.
The child, was he still in the water or where was he?
From what my knowledge, this is my knowledge far as what was told to me by a detective, was that the people or whoever, like I said, I don't know the people who kicked in the door, but the door, just say when I left my baby and locked my baby in my apartment, that door was closed. So I guess what in the report that they kicked in the door and they went in there and got the baby, and it was a handoff. It was kind of like simultaneously when the police pulled up. It was when they seen the police, and that's when everybody kind of just stormed the apartment, basically. You know what I mean?
So what else happened while you were in the apartment after they got her, after she came out of the bathroom apparently soaking wet? What happens at this point?
She like I said, she just had that look in her eyes, I mean, she was gone. So I mean, I yell out, I'm sorry, I did yell out a few expletives to her because adrenaline pumping, and my concerns about this child. Why did you do this child like this? So,
why the fuck you do this?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. In that sense. So, she was, very coherent with the commands of the officers, and but it was just a look. She turned around and sat down in the floor, Indian style, and they threw a blanket over, and they got her up and got her out of there. But the baby was already gone. They had already took the baby out. The baby was the first one to get out into an ambulance. So, because reports were saying the baby was stabbed, but I seen the baby. The baby wasn't crying or anything. The baby was, he was holding the baby, but he was soaking wet, and he was, didn't have any clothes on or anything.
So how long had Laurencia been your neighbor?
I guess about 8-9 months, maybe, almost a year. close to a year.
Had she shown any pattern of any type of disturbance, of having being disturbed?
Not to my knowledge. You know, if you'd asked me a question about her before any of this, I mean, I wouldn't have anything but good things to say about her, because she always addressed me as, "Hey neighbor, how you doing?" It was always a smile. I mean, the last good conversation with her was, I mean, I got a new truck, and she was, you know, giving me compliments and giving, you know, nice truck. You know what I mean? It looks good on you. I mean, nothing but complimentary. So, I mean, you never, I mean, the kids look good. Everybody was, I mean, taken care of. I mean, you just never sensed it. You know what I'm saying? It just come out of nowhere, you know?
Did she live there alone? When I say alone, was it a man that lived with her?
No, not to my knowledge. No,
Okay.
no man ever lived with her.
You never saw a man there, right?
I mean, you know, she had friend girls. I mean, friend guys.
I mean, I'm talking about a person.
I mean, but
somebody
nobody
that-
steady or like.
Okay,
You know,
somebody that would appear to live there.
no, sir. No, sir. Not. I've never, you know, really, you know, seen her, you know, live like that. No.
Have you any thought that she participated in any type of drug use?
I mean, now, not that I know of. I mean, a little marijuana, a little weed. I mean, that's about. I mean, it's the only thing I could. I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. You know, but a little weed. That's about it. You know, but never nothing. I mean, and I'm not sure about that. You know, so hey,
The sister, and I got to go back, whoever sent it to me, that she has another sister, and I almost forgot about this. Someone sent me, oh God, what was it? Apparently it was a Facebook post that her sister said, and
yes, sir. I'm aware of that. Yes, sir. I'm aware of that.
I'm trying to find it because somebody, I can't, and I should have thought about this before the show.
And take in mind, I have never seen the sister. Also, I've never seen the young lady until I mean lately here. So I mean, but I didn't know who she was.
Okay.
Never seen her.
But from what I can remember, and Ms. Tucker and those of you, quit assuming that this is a case of drugs. I mean, y'all giving me your problems.
Right.
It was
We don't know.
PCP and things like that. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Okay? You don't know when you're naming all these drugs and things of this nature that you think it could have been this or it could have been that. You don't know. Demonic possession is something that is absolutely real. Okay? So don't be so quick to be judgmental, especially on things that you don't understand. You jump to the assumption of what you think based on other stories. Okay? But I'm trying to, I read it, and I get so much stuff. Oh, Lord have mercy, somebody send it to me again. Thank you, Jesus. I think you're probably the same person that sent it to me this morning. Um, okay. Let me read, brother. Um, and see, I have to figure out how to read Ebonics, and all these young folk. You see that, brother?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I have to figure out how to read Ebonics, but it's from someone that is named Akiria Reed, and she with Letitia Reed.
Yes, sir.
And is this the same one that you're in reference to?
Yes, sir.
And it says, and I got to figure out this shit too, man, because I ain't too good in the language of Ebonics. But it says, y'all is so funny. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I promise I wasn't. I let y'all have it now. Y'all got my sister fucked up. I'm coming for all y'all's. What's up? Cause my sister never did. I don't know what TS is. What is TS, y'all? I don't know what TS is, but she never did TS. I don't care what she told y'all. It was never said to me. Okay. I'm sick. I'm so sick of y'all because y'all been putting out false news since it happened. Y'all ain't got not one story right. Come on now. Not one. Y'all want to interview or something? Stop playing with my sister, fool. She love all three. Go look it up, boo. Wait a minute. Let me see. Go look it up, boo. My baby was sick. She had a mental illness, okay? I ain't saying my baby don't deserve any consequences, but y'all ain't just fitting to do her like that either. Yes, she deserved consequences, but she also deserved to be heard. My nephew was telling y'all his mama was going crazy. His exact words, we need help. Help my mama. She going crazy. Help us. Why y'all put that out there? Why y'all ain't put my statement out there? Why y'all ain't show the media how she really look? Send me the HBIC. I don't know what that is, cause I just wanna talk. My baby was crying out for help, fool, and I ain't do nothing. I'm so sorry. I just didn't understand, baby.
That is, I think TS means this shit.
Oh, man, you have to tell me shit. Because I just said this shit. Oh, head bitch in charge. Thank y'all for... I'm glad y'all here because shit. So, if what she is saying, this sister is saying, and I wish the sister would call me. If what this sister is saying is true, apparently there had been some signs.
True.
Okay?
Yes.
The sister who says that she wasn't there, for the sister, it says
That is, I don't mean to cut you out. She had been living there and taking, babysitting the kids and stuff for her. So,
the sister?
yeah.
So where was the sister when this happened?
She was there. The end results was what happened. So, yeah, she was there when, that's what get me in the whole, post was, I know my sister is sick. So you know this, and this probably could have been prevented to save this child, and maybe prevented her from getting hurt. So that's the whole intriguing thing about her post, that evidently they knew.
I wish y'all know what the Facebook page is. Would y'all have her call me while I'm on there? Cause see, this part is the part now, and let me pull this shit up because my back hurt. You still hear me well, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the part is strange to me now. That you know what's going on, but you don't seek to get your sister no help. And yes, it's reported that DHS had been to the house on more than one occasion. Okay? And I when I read this, as I fight to read what she's saying and dissect what this word means and that word means, brother, I'm even more confused about this case now. If you know that your sister is showing signs of mental illness,
right?
The first thing I want to know is, why didn't you seek to get her some help? That's the first thing. The second question would be, if you know that she's losing her mind, why would you leave the house and leave her with the children?
Exactly.
And I sure wish that she would call me. Instagram, y'all are timing out for the first hour. My friend, I'm going to get you to hold on as we go further into this.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I want to talk about, I think you said that you saw the sister that was cut up as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, the sister that was cut up is not the one that wrote this post, is it?
Yeah.
That's the one that wrote the post?
From what I'm aware of.
The sister that she cut up is this sister here.
I have to look at a page or picture that is, but as far as my knowledge,
Can you, while I'm in this little brief intermission that I got to take, can you look at her picture and see if this is the same person?
Yes, sir.
Because now I got 2 or 3 more questions now. Okay? I got
sure can.
Somebody tell me I have the father's call here. This ain't that kind of party, y'all. Come on, y'all. Shit. We trying to get some facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's her.
That's her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the sister that wrote this, the sister got stabbed. Okay, look. I got to take Instagram down and bring them back up. And we'll go further, man. Damn. All right. We will talk more about this. Instagram is already gone. I got to bring them back. Damn. Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an important feature. All right, man, we are
and
that's the
reason,
whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like this, your security,
I still got
your
my mic on.
protection,
Hold on, man.
your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repairs, area code 901-826-6447. That number one more time.
All right, we are back. All except Instagram. I always have a hard time redoing the good people's at Instagram. They're coming on in now. Oh man. So the sister that was cut up is the sister that wrote all of this, right?
As far as my knowledge, as far as what I see, yes, sir.
So she's saying, why y'all didn't show the media how she really looked? Because the only picture that the media had was her booking picture. Send me the head bitch in charge, I guess, cause I just want to talk. My baby was dying, crying out for help, fool. I guess that mean fool. I ain't do nothing. I'm so sorry. I just didn't understand, baby.
But here's a question, and this is the question that you have to ask a lot of families, man, is when we see signs, why is it that we don't do nothing? Why is it that we don't say nothing? So the sister apparently lived there in the house with her?
Yeah, as far as my knowledge.
Okay. So the sister, how old would you say the sister is?
She looked young. I mean, I gave her 17, 18, but,
So she, I think the paper does say she's 18 years old.
Yes, sir, but she looked
young.
young.
She's
Yes,
young.
sir.
And someone told me that the mother is deceased.
Yeah, as far as my knowledge, yeah, she.
Okay. So the mother's deceased. More than likely, Larissa was taking care of her children and taking care of the sister as well.
Right.
Do you think that it was overbearing, or do you think, because you got a chance to look at her,
Do you think that she was demonically possessed?
I mean, if she did that, she disguised it very, very well. I mean, because we never suspected it. I mean, her kids. Well, the little girl, she played with all the kids, you know, in the apartments. A lot of the mothers were, you know, accepting of the kids that met her. I mean, it was. I mean, but I know what I seen that particular day. It had to been some type of demonic demon in her that day. But any other day, no, she was normal. I mean, normal. And I had seen her 2 hours before she actually did what she did. I had actually seen her when me and my child initially got home from work and picking my daughter up. I had seen her. I mean, at 5:15, 5:20ish, I just seen her. But never had any interaction with her. But I seen her though.
But from the statement of the sister in the Facebook post, she says that the little boy was saying, "My mama going crazy. We need help." And maybe when you look at a 18-year-old in age, okay,
Yeah.
do you really expect an 18-year-old to be responsible? Are we saying that this 18-year-old knew the signs? You know, when I look at the age of the sister, I can't be judgmental on that. Because many 18-year-olds at this point in their life don't know nothing about life. We can't say it's drugs, and I want all of you that's on my page to quit with the drugs thoughts. Every mental illness is not caused by drugs. Every mental dysfunction, every mental breakdown is not brought on by drugs. Say my grace, you can't stay with me after 18. Come on. Is it an overbearing or was just Satan took over? No, I did not say drugs last night. I said perhaps drugs. Sure. I did not say that she was on drugs last night. That's not my statement. If you're going to repeat what the fuck I said, say what the fuck I said. Hell, I've had some mental breakdowns too. I know some shit I did had to be crazy, had to be mental, man. But I'm fortunate enough to grab myself back. So anything else, man, you want to say about this?
Well, if anything, man, I just want to, pray for the family, man, and all parties involved, even the mama, man. I'm, praying for her too, man. I mean, but the sister, everybody, that's involved in this shit, man, just, I'm praying for him, man, and that's about it, my brother.
When you saw the sister today, right?
Yes, sir, I did.
Was she back at that apartment?
I think they just kind of, let her, see the, what was going on and pay her respects to the, to the, where her niece passed away, and I guess we see what, because this apartment is like a memorial right now, so, I guess they was just letting her come pay her respects. And I mean, probably came within 2 or 3 feet of her, so.
Man, when you hear when the services is going to be, call me.
I haven't heard yet.
Call me and let me know.
I will.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I will.
If you find out of anything that those children need, also call me and let me know as well.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that.
Direct contact with any of them as of yet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't know what funeral home. And see, that's another thing. Who's going to be in charge of the funeral?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I hadn't heard anything, but we waiting to, hear funeral arrangements and stuff like that. So,
So, when you hear funeral arrangements, or when you hear what funeral home,
okay,
it is, let me know.
I will. I sure will.
And if there's a balance, let me know.
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay.
I will. I'm sure the family will appreciate that, daddies.
All right. I mean, yeah, they may have a GoFundMe, but I don't operate through no GoFundMes.
I understand.
If there is a need to help this child being buried, then we do what we do. We buried it. We buried the child.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All I need to know is, because I know most of the funeral homes and undertakers around the city, so just let me know.
Yes, sir. I will.
I'll put some money to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Sure. Yes, sir. No problem. No problem.
If you think of anything else, please feel free to give me a call. Okay? I know that with the death of the child that happened Friday, the baby had to have an autopsy. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She did.
And then with the next of kin being the mother, and the mother is incarcerated. I don't know who in the family this would fall on. What was the little girl's name?
Kamari.
Kamari.
I call her little brown eyes.
Okay. I will check tomorrow to see if she's still in the city morgue. But we will make sure that baby gets buried, have a proper burial.
Yes, sir. And I'm sure the family will appreciate that too, Thaddeus.
And you wouldn't have any idea who has the other kids, do you?
No, sir, I don't. I'm not aware of none of that. So.
Okay. All right. I'll make some calls around tomorrow and we'll see what we can do. I don't deal with GoFundMe's, and I don't deal with the people sometimes that set up GoFundMe's because the money goes to them. And you know, I
Right.
raised a lot of money and gave a lot of money for funerals of people that I think are deserving of it. And I think that this is just one of those cases that I should be a part of financially. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to make those speeches. I don't want to be a part of no funeral. But I do want to make sure that this child is buried decently.
But I've kind of heard that one of the older sisters is kind of overseeing the kids right now. So
So that was an older sister?
I think her name is Akita or something like that. But she's kind of right now the one that's kind of overseeing the kids and stuff. So if you can probably contact her, she probably can.
I don't have a contact.
Right, because I don't. That's all I have is a first name.
I'm putting the message out. And there are many people that are listening right now. If you can get the message to her, I want to help with the funeral. To contact me. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is offer assistance. And I've been in situations where people didn't want no help, so they didn't want my help because of what they heard about me, and they don't know me. And my only interest is in the child. And let me say this: I'm not doing this because I'm running for mayor. If anybody knows me,
I've seen you done this several times, man. I've seen you do this numerous of times. So.
I've been doing this over the years. This ain't something brand new, and I'm not doing it for fame. I already got that. I ain't doing that. That he did this. I'm doing it because the child needs help, and that's what Naked Truth Ministries is all about. Is to minister to this family. Man, and I'm looking at somebody saying it's strange how in the matter of minutes, in the matter of seconds, your life can change forever.
That's so true.
And you gonna need some help.
That's so true. Oh man, I'm going to get my counseling and stuff. I got an appointment for Thursday, man. Cause
you need to make sure that your baby gets some help too.
Yes, sir. We both have an appointment Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Because see, this incident can cause you to have mental illness.
Well, yes, sir.
All right, bro.
I understand. All right, no problem, man.
Stay in touch with me, bro.
I will. I thank you, man.
All right.
All right. God bless you, man. Bye-bye.
You know, this is one of the reasons that I sell the product, and it's a part of my ministry. So that when these situations happen, the money is there to help people. Okay. That's the reason I sell this product. So that there is an abundance of funds that if a situation comes up like this, people can be helped. I don't believe in GoFundMe. And this helps some people. But a lot of funeral homes don't want to deal with GoFundMes because you got to wait on the money. In a case like this, the average undertaker that I know in this city will do whatever they can to bury this child.
Yes, this child also is a prime prospect for what the state calls victim compensation, but you gotta wait on that money too. My other phone number just a banging. Where is it? Let me get it because it's getting on my nerve. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we can get this baby buried. That's no ifs, ands, and buts. And if the family does not want my help, I've made the offer. That's all I can do. Is make the order. Somebody said you can be here today and gone tomorrow. No, brother. You can be here today and gone today. And don't think that you are so perfect that this same thing can't happen to you. Or it can't happen in your family. It can. And I really don't think that this is an action that this mother really wants to make. I don't believe that. I can't comprehend that one. I just think that this sister was possessed or is still possessed. See, some of you will try to explain this action with school books, with science. You will try to, because that's what is said, that every action of this sort is caused by drugs, but depression is real. Being overloaded, some people cannot ascertain being overloaded with life's problems. And you look at stories like this, and you think about what you go through or what you're going through. Big Sexy, you're going, because I'm not in the mood for it tonight. You think that your life's so miserable. You think about your shortcomings. You think about what it is that you don't have. You're always complaining about where you are in life. Do you see a situation like this? Big Sex is no longer here. Man, something uncontrollable and unbalance of mind
said took over. Maybe it's menopause. She wasn't old enough for no menopause. See, how come you just can't let it come out your mouth that Satan is a force? Why you want to define with your mediocre knowledge? Why you want to define that there's got to be drugs, there's got to be menopause, there's got to be hormonal disbalance? How come you just can't say Satan has struck again? And that if there were signs in her life, if there were signs in her life, she couldn't fight it. But she's not the only one. You still spelled it wrong, Miss Bird. Not that I'm telling you to practice writing the word Satan. Saved by Grace, this is my page. And if I think that the opinions are too obscure, then you're gone. If you don't like it, get your funky ass off my page. There are some opinions that I would not accept on my program. And you ain't got freedom of speech on my page. If your opinions are so way out of the world, you can't give them here. Some of you don't believe that Satan is real. Some of you don't believe that evil is real. The Bible speaks in several places in the Bible of people being possessed. And when you call a spirit out, the spirit has to go somewhere. Spirit was in somebody in biblically, and Jesus called them out, and the spirit came out. When Jesus commanded that the spirit come out of the girl, the spirit jumped into the pigs, and the pigs went crazy. Satan is real. Demons are real. Demons are real. Just like God. You cannot believe in God and not believe in demonic forces. If you believe in heavenly forces, you better believe in demonic forces. You're always using this thing. Satan is always busy. He is. See, Satan understands what you don't understand. Satan has a limited time. Hell was not made for you. Hell was made for Satan. Satan knows his ultimate place is going to be hell.
I keep giving you that scripture. The devil comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. Jesus already told you that. But I am come that ye may have life, and have it more abundantly. His total mission is your destruction. We talked about the hedge last night. We talked about how God will put a hedge around you. And sometimes the hedge is so thick that Satan has to ask God for permission to come at you. Read Job. Read the first chapter. And in that scripture, in that verse, in that chapter of the Bible, where it talks about the sons of God were having a meeting. That was the angels. And Satan shows up at the meeting. God said, Satan, where you been? He answers, I've been going to and fro, seeking those that I may devour. Remember that it was God that brought Job's name up, not Satan. Here was Satan bragging about what he was doing. No, coupon, Satan does not bless you. He allows consequences to happen with you that you think that you're blessed. Satan is not in the blessing business. I had to stop you right there. He does not bless you. Every time somebody gives you something, they're not giving it to you for your well-being. They give you certain things for their benefit. But let me go back to the story. Oh, you bragging, Satan. But you've been going to and fro seeking who you can devour. Have you considered my servant Job? That's what God asked Satan. Have you considered my servant Job? Why are you talking about all these folk you ain't destroyed? You ain't destroyed Job. Have you considered Job? Yeah, I don't consider him, but see, you got a hedge around him. You protecting him. You got a hedge around him. But I tell you what, God, if you remove the head from around him, I'll make him curse you to your face. Tell you what, Satan, I'll take you up on that. You can touch everything he got. But don't you touch his soul. Whew. Huh? Don't touch his soul. Because his soul belongs to me. His soul belongs to me. You know the story how he took all his 10 children, took all his cattle, took all of his prosperity. That didn't work. He wouldn't give up on God, even though he lost all his material stuff. He saw the death of his 10 children. He made funeral arrangements for 10 children. He picked out 10 caskets. He went to 10 grave sites. But in all of this, the word says Job did not sin. Satan confused now. I'm going to make him sick. I'm going to put him in the eye hospital. He was sick. 2 of his friends came to watch him die. I'm here to tell you this evening that you got some friends trying to watch you die. They don't want you happy. They don't want you successful. They don't want you to have no business. They don't want you to have a good wife. They don't want you to have a good husband. They don't want you to have a nice house. They don't want you to have a nice car. But they hang around you all the time. But they ain't hanging around you as a blessing. Because a lot of folk hang around you because they think that you can bless them. You can make a way for them. You can pay their bills. You can get them out of situations. But they don't really like you. They sitting back like these 2 friends of Job, waiting for him to die. Job wouldn't die. His wife came in. Looked at it and still rubbing his head. Telling him, Job, I love you. We married for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor. She says to her husband, who was the father of their 10 children, why don't you just cuss God and die? Why don't you let me pull this life support from you? If you die, at least get your pension. I can get some Social Security. Job on his sick bed felt some strength. Looked at her. I can't believe you saying this, but I want you to know that all the days of my appointed time, I'm going to wait till my change comes. In your life right now, the devil is trying to destroy you. He's trying to kill you. He's trying to devour you. He's placing you in situations of mental illness. You're in desperation. You're overburdened with life's problems. You got a house full of children. Yeah, you fucked up. You made some mistakes. But you got all these children here and it's overbearing on you. You can hardly live. You can hardly breathe. You can't hardly take care of them. You can't hardly take care of yourself. You are in a mental state where you just really want to die. You think that the graveyard is better than your apartment. You're ready to take that last ride in the hearse. You're ready to take out your children. You're ready to take out your family because Satan has come and he wants to destroy you. He will wrap his arms around your neck and choke the life out of you. He wants to make you do some miserable things. He wants to make you cut up your daughter, your sister. He wants to take your life from you. Miss Jo was waiting for her husband to die because she didn't see the hope. But even when I read the book of Job, this is the part that a lot of preachers leave out. When you go to the last chapter of Job and almost the last verse, it says that in the latter day, good God Almighty, in the latter day, Job had more in the end than he had in the beginning. What you saying, preacher? I'm saying that the God I serve is in the some more business. Whatever it is that you're missing out in life right now, whatever it is that you think that you've lost, God got some more. If you lost your house, God got some more houses. You lost your car, God got some more cars. You lost your bank account, God owns the money. He owns the tree that makes the money. What I'm saying to you tonight is, don't let mental health destroy you. One thing I know, that the God I serve is able. I believe somebody in here tonight besides me know the God is able. So it may irk you that I call myself a preacher, but I know who called me. And I don't have to explain nothing to you. I'm God's child, and God has his hands on me. God has his hands on this ministry. So we dismiss you. Get you some help. If you know you need some help, get you some help. Get you some help. Get you some help. That's all I can tell you. Ain't no great articulate way to say it. Get you some help. You got somebody in your family that's showing signs of mental illness. Get them some help. Don't wait till a moment like this, like in the life of Laurencia. Get her some help. If you got thoughts that you need help, you need it. If it's crossed your mind that I may need some help, get it. Warning comes before destruction. Get you some help. But Pastor, a lot of people don't think anything wrong with themselves. They know something wrong with them. They don't want to admit it. They're in denial. And everybody's not going to hear me. And some of you are going to end up like Laurencia. I'm opening up the phone lines. (901) 231-9239. That's the number. That's my number. If you want to call in, please feel free right now to do just that. 901-231-9239. Those of you as men that need the bedroom therapy, just send me that money. Cash App Naked Truth Ministries. If you want the 5, it's 60. If you want the 10, it's 120. If you want the 50, it's 350. And tonight, until I go off the air for good, it's $500. Normally, $650. Cash App Naked Truth Ministries. These monies also help us be able to do for other folk. Whatever we have to do for this child, I'm prepared to do it. And it's because you haul by so much of this product from around the country. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, my phone lines are open. (901-231-9239). If you ain't gonna call, I will be leaving at 9 o'clock. 901-231-9239. I see somebody over here on YouTube. You said God is awesome. Yes, He is. You got a question tonight. You got a testimony that on your life and mental illness. You can call now. Do it 9, I'm gone. You catch me with them blues and love songs in the morning. On AM 1600 WMQM locally, or the TuneIn app. We spent the last couple of nights on mental illness. Yeah, Brad Chick, God is so good. God is so good. He's just awesome, man. And he's good all the time. Whether you call him Jesus, whether you call him Yahshua, Allah, whatever you call him, he's all those names. Don't get hung up on his title. His name was I Am, too. Darius Jones, let's go to you.
Darius Jones.
To accept, press 1.
Well, Jones, go ahead.
Good evening, Pastor. How are you this evening?
Man, I feel great.
I felt compelled to call because I have a small testimony, if you don't mind if I share it.
Go ahead.
In 2017, it was from August 2017, my aunt in Cleveland passed away. And it hit my grandfather real hard because they were the last siblings of my original Jones family, on my grandfather's side of the family.
Okay.
And when I went and it just hit me that he didn't look the same. He was I think that was, in other words, just broke him down when he lost his sister. And the sad part was 3 months later, on Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, my grandfather passed away.
Okay.
And that kind of hit me hard, but I knew, because I had faith in God, I knew he was at peace. And it was rough on my family, and ever since then, from like 2017, from 2018 and 19, I lost maybe 6 family members within that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And it got taxing a little bit, going to funeral after funeral after. I was even a pallbearer for a few of my church members that passed away at my local church.
Mm-hmm.
In my private time, I just said, God, why this? But like you said about that joke, the way I said, I just still put my faith in God at all times. And that's what I was trying to do with this other classmate that has lost 2 of her kids within 6-month time frame last year. And so I've been trying to encourage her that I'm here for if you need to talk or anything, but my faith in God is still going to be strong.
Well,
it was just,
let me say this, Darius, and this is something
I heard an old preacher say when I was young, and I've kept it as something that I use. We have a tendency to question God as to why certain things are happening in our life. And questioning God is natural. That's first of all, okay?
Yeah.
And God, why all these folk dying? Why is all my friends dying? My statement comes back to you, Darius. What makes you so special that it can't happen to your friends and it's happening to everybody else's friends? What makes you so
Yeah.
different? And then the ultimate out of that is, Darius, would you rather to be going to their funerals or somebody coming to yours?
Ooh.
Huh?
That's.
No.
You know what?
No, now, it's all right to question God. It's all right to question God. And I know that many of you have been taught don't question God. But let me give you a prime example. Jesus, in the garden, before his death, said to his father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Jesus asked God why. And you ain't Jesus. You can ask God why, and God always got an answer for you. The answer, Darius, is this. Would you rather be the pallbearer at somebody's funeral or somebody be the pallbearer at yours? Which one, Darius?
I would rather just be the pallbearer somebody else's.
So, in other words, you can accept and go on and move on from somebody else's death. Huh?
Yeah. It difficult, but I have it been.
But Darius.
Yes, sir.
It'd be more difficult for you to get over being dead yourself, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Understand the natural in you is the question why. But there is no question that you can ask God that God does not give you a return answer. And here's a fool. What does death have to do with mental illness? We all gotta die. Fool, if you are foolish, please get off my page. If you haven't understood that by now, what does death have to do with mental illness? And let me tell you what death has to do with mental illness. Ask that little 10-year-old child that's laying up in the morgue right now that her mother killed her on Friday evening, and you want to know what death has to do with mental illness? You're a fool. Man, but in all of what you've been through, God still gives you joy, Darius. God will give you peace of mind. It does not mean that you forget about those persons. Okay?
Yeah.
But God gives you joy. God gives you strength. Don't mean that the tears ain't gonna fall sometimes, man. That's nature. That's nature.
And can I tell you this, Pastor?
Yes.
That my lasting memory was maybe a month before my grandfather passed. He was a Cleveland Browns football fan, and we went to a Browns game in Indianapolis, and we sat together. And he watched his last we watched our football team.
Hold on just a minute. Instagram, y'all timing out. Do y'all want me to come back? Because the lady with the son, I sure wish you would call me. Do y'all want to come back on Instagram? Darius, can you hold on for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ooh. Man. All right. Let's talk to that. I'll take a minute tonight to talk. Let me put another commercial on. And Instagram, I got to do it all over again. Now, you ain't got to go to Facebook. You can stay right here. I'm going to bring the page back up. It's timing on out. I don't know why they only give me 1 hour, but
Whether you live in Memphis or anywhere in the country, security is an
hold on,
important
Darius.
feature. And that's
Okay.
the reason, whether it's your home or whether it's your business, you need to entrust your security to a company that can get it done just the way it needs to be done. That's the reason I entrust my home security and my business security to Shoney's Electronic Repair. In a city like Memphis, your security, your protection, your life, your safety is very important. Let me tell you one of the features that I really enjoy is being able to take my cell phone, and before I arrive at my house or even here at the church, I can see completely around the building. And that's important, especially for you ladies on your way home by yourself. You can see who's around your house, in front of your house, and even if there's someone on the inside of your house. I'm telling you, Shoney's Electronic Repair is the company that you need to call right now. They also provide monitoring so that if anyone does break into your home or your business, the police is notified immediately. They also have the video doorbell, so when someone pushes your button and goes ding-a-ling, well, you can see them and you can talk to them anywhere in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if safety is an issue at your home or your business, pick up that phone right now and call Shoney's Electronic Repair.
all right, we're still trying to, Instagram takes a minute to reboot. All right. There we go. Darius, we're going to give them just a minute to come on in.
Okay.
Okay. And again, guys, those of you as Instagram is coming back, get the product. If you know you need the product, quit being in denial. You can get 5 for as little as $60. You can get 10 for $120. You can get 50 for $350, and until I finally go off there, you can get 100 for $650. You need to be making your order right now. Cash App it at $Naked Truth Ministries. $Naked Truth Ministries. If you have Zelle, what you need to do with the Zelle is go to use, when you get the Zelle, cussingpastormember@gmail.com. All right. All right. Go ahead and order. And your ordering also help us be able to help other people as well. Ooh.
That's right. Pastor, when we die, do we go to heaven and see our family members? First of all, when you die, you don't go to heaven. Okay. You do not go to heaven when you die. The Bible says that we go to paradise. That nobody goes to heaven before him. There's a day of judgment according to Scripture. But when you die, whether you're good or bad, you are in the presence of God. The Word says that to be absent from the body is to be. Does not say maybe. It says is to be in the presence of God. Darius, we're back. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, and when we went with a group to Indianapolis, and it was the last time we spent time together going to a football game, and all knows about when he passed. And the strange part was the day after we buried him, maybe it was like a gift from God because he was a big time fan. But the next day in the mail, I got a stadium poster of like my favorite football team, the Browns, on the day after we buried him. I just said, "Wow."
Well, I don't know what. See, I can't explain death because I ain't never been dead. Okay, I believe that I believe that there is a divine presence. I believe that there are spirits of the dead. I'm a firm believer in what we call ghosts. I believe that God, in his infinite wisdom and in his infinite love for us, will allow someone that is loving to us, someone that is dear to us, come into our spirit in some type of way. I ain't never seen nobody here, but I felt it. Okay, I felt a presence in my house that wasn't me. Okay, and I believe that God does that. I just believe that. I believe that there are those who transition and cross over who is allowed to come back and maybe warn you and be a warning to you. It ain't nothing I can explain, brother. Okay? It ain't nothing I can explain. But man, the awesomeness of God, man, is beyond definition of the word awesome. Brother, and what I say to you, Darius, is, man, keep on living. Okay? Keep on living, brother. You've lost some friends. They passed on. They transitioned. And you got to have life, brother. You got to keep on going. You keep up with their memories. You love their memories, man, and you cherish their memories, but you keep on living. Hey, brother, thank you so much for your call. Shrew 5.
You're welcome, man.
You're gone.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Pastor.
All right.
Thank you.
I just took somebody off the line because you're being annoying. I'm beyond just mental illness. Maybe you don't understand what I do, so, I ain't finna sit here. You're gone. Okay. You like to call in. It's after 9 o'clock, so we're in the after show anyway. I got some time. My wife ain't at home yet, so I'm fine. I'm just, let me let her know I'm hungry, though. She done checked in like a good wife's supposed to.
You can call me. Because this, we get into these deep subjects, and I love them.
Anika?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press
What's up?
2.
Anika?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. Okay. I sent the caller to voicemail. Goodbye.
Anika, call me back. I'm sorry. I was fumbling with my fingers. My fingers will fumble from time to time. Call me back, Anika Knox. In fact, I'm going to call you back.
Hello?
Yeah, this is Thaddeus. I hung up on you by mistake. Go ahead.
Yes, Pastor. I'm calling back. I'm the one you spoke with last night.
Now you got to speak up so I can hear you, though, baby.
Okay, yes, sir. I was calling back. I was listening to the show and you was talking about why don't, concerning the young lady, why didn't anyone call about her or, do anything about that they may have. You said that DCS had been called after, so why would the children still there if DCS was called? It has been reported, something obviously happened, something was reported to DCS, and the children were still there. So a lot of those agencies are reactive instead of proactive. So you try to get people help, and they won't do anything because they're trying to be reactive instead of proactive. Proactive would be if...
I didn't hang you up, baby. I don't know what happened to the call. You're able to call me right now. 901-231-9239. And I don't know the situations around why DHS went to the residence, so I'm not going to comment on what I don't know. But if they went 2 or 3 times and did nobody do anything, I mean, what? I don't know.
Anika.
To accept,
Okay,
press...
go ahead, darling.
Sorry, Pastor, these cell phones, they drop calls. I was just basically stating about how they're trying to be reactive, so they're really not going to do anything until after something happens. I was explaining to you last night the same situation with my brother. We called the police, we took him down to MH&I twice, and basically if he's in denial and says nothing's wrong with me, I'm fine, they just put you out. Okay, so we was trying to get him some help in case he did something to someone, whether it be a family member or someone else, and then they just put us out. So what if he had did something to someone else? We were trying to be proactive, and look what they did. They put us out.
Well,
so the system...
let's do this. We talked about that situation last night.
Right.
This situation is a situation where I don't know what the reasoning was around DHS going in. DHS cannot arbitrarily take the children out of the house unless they see imminent and immediate harm to the children. So I don't know. Okay. And then there are so many cases that DHS has that are not justifiable calls. So I don't know, and I don't want to state on that, because I really have no answer to it. I do know that DHS, DCS, whatever you want to call it, makes a lot of mistakes. Okay,
Yeah.
but ain't nothing we can do about that right now, baby. Thank you so much for your call. Uh, Justice for Dante, call me. Let me hear about that story. 901-231-9239. Still want to remind you guys to be ordering that stuff. You know you need it. Okay? You know you need it. If you know you need it, go get it right there. If you don't give a $5, get there, baby. Get there. Okay? Get there. All right. I'm in here I'm going into my third hour with y'all. Whew. I welcome your call right now. Okay? Right now. Baby, I don't remember no story from no last year. I do so many stories. I don't remember. All right. Are there any more calls for tonight? Are there any calls? Fellas, when I go off the air for the $500 is over. And I don't think I'm going to do the 5 no more. Just let you spend the $650. Like the gentleman did last night. I mean, was it last night? Night before last. From Yukon, Oklahoma. You call. If you want to vent, you want to get it off, you want to purge yourself, you can do it. Let me hear what's on your mind about your issue, your problem, your mental illness. And if it's not mental illness, it's what you've been through or what you're going through. (901) 231-9239. No, that gentleman was not playing game. And Oklahoma is a great area to do it in. If you're in the New Orleans area and you need some product, call Anthony Brown at 504-655-8851. Read my writing. 504-655-8851. He has plenty of the product. If you are a man that's not able to satisfy your woman, you need the product, brother. You need the product. Okay? You need the product. Area code 901-231-9239 is the number. If you just want to get 5, you can get that for $50. I mean $60, excuse me. 10, $120. 50 is $350. And 100 is for $650. Justice for Dante, baby, either call me with it. Y'all wearing it out on the page. Let me hear about it.
Edmund Ford
1. To send a voice...
That's a fool that want to play. It's a shame we still got ignorant ass men that want to play with such a serious topic. You got to know, I know that you was not Edmund Ford Sr. You got to know that his number is programmed in my phone. I get so disappointed so often in black men that you find time for foolishness in your life. So justice for Dante Smith? Come on, man.
It's beginning. Let me holler at you.
Brother, I'll never talk to you. I'll never talk to you. I'll never talk to you. It's just disappointing that you sit and listen to me for 3 hours. 3 hours to be a fool. Hey, let me holler. Look, I don't speak that way, so I don't want to talk to nobody that you're that ignorant. Cleveland, Mississippi. Will y'all call this number and please wear his ass out? 662-441-3368. 662-441-3368. Call him and let him know how ignorant his ass is. And he probably will say that he's a man. Six 662-441-3368. Damn. Just ignorant. Brother, I will not speak with you. In fact, I'm about to block your number out of my phone. Because I don't like foolish men. Who?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
What's your name, ma'am? Minnie. All right, Minnie. What's on your mind, Minnie?
All right, this is the young lady, Justice for Deontay.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? Yeah, I talked to you like last year sometime. My son was wrongly convicted of a crime he didn't do it.
Right.
And we're actually somebody else confessed to this crime, and it means it's like tearing me apart. It's the worst feeling anybody can go through it as a mother.
Baby, slow down. Tell me about it. What did they say?
Go ahead.
What did they say your son did?
Oh, murder. Shot somebody. Yeah, my son graduated. He was just 21. He graduated from high school, went to OCC. He loved pets and dogs. He wasn't into that. But actually, it was a young man that confessed to this crime.
and they still went out and found a white person to say my son did this crime. And actually, my son is in jail because of his lawyer too. You know, we didn't have the proper lawyer to actually work hard for his case and prove my son was innocent. And it's costing me so much money, overwhelming, pills and everything. I mean, it's terrible. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy for no mother to go to this.
So the person that confessed to the murder, where is he?
He in jail.
Charged with what?
Yeah. Oh, he's in jail because he shot somebody 3 months prior with the same gun. It was his car, and his gun, his car, and his confession. Yep, he was my son's co-defendant. So he copped out,
So
and my son went to trial.
Let me ask you some questions.
Uh-huh.
Did they state that your son and this guy was together at the time of the murder that your son is charged with?
Yes. Yep, they trying to say that my son was the driver, and my son had jumped out the car and shot this man. But the eyewitness that they went got, he wrote 5 different statements. I have them here. He wrote one out of January 15th, the 19th, and 2 other dates. And, but then all them statements was, when he came to the door, he only seen a black male jumping in the car with a gun that looked like a police gun but without the flashlight. So now on the 29th of January, he changed it. He seen the whole thing. At first it was a black male, now it's a light-skinned male. Yeah, this is like hurt me so much.
So is your son light skinned or is he dark skinned?
My son light-skinned it.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer?
Yes, actually, we just lost our appeal last month on March 26th. Yup, I have me a lawyer out in Rochester, New York. Yeah, so we just lost our appeal, so now I had to pay the lawyer to go to the higher court. And I really don't want to exhaust all our legal court dates. But yeah, we just lost our appeal on March 26th, so I'm just basically fighting. It's terrible.
You're in the New York area, right?
Yes, I'm from Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse, New York. So, have you talked with the detective over this case?
Have
you talked to the detective over this case that's handling this case?
Actually, when I went to go pick my son up from CID on the 26th, the detective told me, he said, listen, I know your son didn't shoot nobody or do this crime. Take him home and talk to him. Have him come back down here and talk to us. So this was on the 26th of January. But on the 29th of January, after my son was at CID, they went back and got the white man to point my son out and say that it was him, and they came back and arrest him because my son wouldn't say who did it or whatever. I don't know what he didn't say. They wanted him to say.
Did your son know who did it?
I'm not sure.
You didn't ask him?
My son didn't do this crime.
Did you ask?
He didn't do it.
Ma'am, did you ask your son?
Yes. He said he didn't do it, of course.
No. Did you ask your son, does he know who did it?
Yeah, I guess. Everybody know he did it. He said he did it.
No.
He went out lying. He went out lying.
Ma'am, let me ask you.
Go ahead.
You direct questions.
Mm-hmm.
Did your son state that he knows who did it?
No, he didn't tell them that he know who did it.
Has he told you he know who did it?
He said, yup. He said to me and May, he was on a live and made a live Facebook confession, yes.
So why didn't your son state to the detectives who did it?
Because I guess I don't know that question.
Well,
But he went outside.
Ma'am, wait a minute. That's a very important question to ask. Is your son trying to not be a snitcher?
Hello?
I said, is your son trying to not be a snitcher?
No, my son said he didn't want to be involved in it. So he
Wait, ma'am, wait a minute. What do you mean your son said he didn't want to be involved in it?
No, when my son was in CID, they took my son down for questioning. And my son said he didn't do it. And he didn't know who did it. That's what he told them.
But you're telling me, so apparently he told you that he knew who did it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yup. Yeah, I'm just saying that the man who did it was his guy.
Your son tells you he knows who did it. But he don't tell the police.
Everybody knew this. The
ma'am, I'm not talking about no everybody. Your son told you who did it. Right?
Yes.
But he wouldn't tell the police. but he wouldn't tell the police who did it.
I'm not sure. He must have.
See, you going back and no. You're going back and forth on me. You're saying 1 minute he didn't do it. He didn't want to be involved in it.
Right.
Okay? Why doesn't he want to be involved? He in jail.
Correct. Yes, he's in jail for a crime that he didn't do. My son didn't do this crime.
Wait a minute. You're saying that he's in jail for a crime that he did not do, but he wouldn't tell the police who did it.
But that don't make it right to lie on this young kid.
Ma'am, your son is in jail because he would not tell who did it. Ain't no way in the hell. I don't care if my baby brother did it. Baby brother going to damn jail. See, I'm hearing you. But you talking about justice for your son. Your son ain't
my son wasn't there to see it. My son only know what they's telling him. He didn't actually see it. You know?
So
he didn't actually see the crime.
You giving me too many different stories.
No.
Yes, you are. You told me he knows, ma'am. You told me he knew who did it.
Right.
You told me he didn't want to get involved.
Right.
Now you tell me he wasn't there.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. No. Listen. See, you misunderstood me. When they asked him when he was in CID, he said he didn't want to get involved, which I understand that. But he wasn't actually there to see it. He heard the police told me that they seen the police live. When I went to go pick him up from CID, they said Miss Collins. And he said, Ian, the stupid motherfucker put it out live. I won't have no reason to lie. You know, like you said, my son is sitting in jail. But they made it a live thing. So that's why he couldn't really say who did it.
Yes, he could.
But they knew that. Everybody knew that. The police even know that Jackson did it. He made a live confession. It was his car and it was his gun. That's what I'm trying to tell you to understand that.
So there has to be a reason that you're not telling me.
About what?
Why is he in? With all of this evidence, why is he in jail?
Oh, because this white guy that they went, there ain't no evidence. The only evidence that they has is that one eyewitness that pointed my son out. That's lied. that wrote 5 different statements. All the first statements, it was a black guy, and he only seen him jumping in the car. I could send you the statements. He only seen him jumping in the car, but now, on January 29th, it's a light-skinned black male, and he seen the whole thing. There's no evidence. There's no DNA. There's no evidence at all that my son did this crime.
Ma'am,
The only evidence that they had was man.
Where was your son at the time that this murder took place?
He said he was at home. I wasn't here.
He said he was at home.
Yep, he said he was at home. He just walked from the gas station and came back home.
And there is no evidence of him being at home.
I don't know. The lawyer didn't use it.
What was the evidence of him? Ma'am, what was the evidence of him being at home?
He said he was at home playing the game. That could have been evidence from the internet.
No, ma'am. He wasn't at home. Were you there?
No, I wasn't here.
Okay.
No. No, so I couldn't go there and say that.
Does he know this person?
Yes.
Are they associates?
No, he's like 10 years older, but he know him from the neighborhood.
He know him from the neighborhood. So why would they put these two guys together?
Because he was with him earlier in the car. So that's how he got with him.
So earlier in the day.
Like an hour before it happened.
An hour before it happened, they were in whose car?
The boy car.
They were in the boy's car. Why was your son? Why was your son in the car with him?
Because they had rolled down to the gas station. I live like a block 2 from the gas station.
Ma'am.
And they went down there for.
Why did they go a block? Why did your son have the necessity to go a block up the street to the gas station?
He had rolled by and my son was outside. I wasn't home. He rolled by. My son said he just jumped in the car with him.
So
rolled down there.
We're only going by what your son told you.
Yes.
And why do you believe that your son is telling you the truth?
Because I know my son didn't do this.
How do you know that your son didn't do it?
Because he told me he didn't do it, and there's no evidence, and the white man lying on my son. And the man confessed to it.
Who?
He confessed. He said he killed them.
Wait a minute. Your son, you tell me that your son didn't hang with the guy, didn't know the guy.
Oh, no. Actually, yes, he didn't hang with him, but he knew him. My son is like 10 years younger. He grew up in the neighborhood. I've been in this house for 20 years.
So when this guy comes down the street, say, I'm going to the service station, your son lives a block from the service station, he finds the necessity to get into the car and ride to the service station.
Yeah, he just rolled, he rolled down to the store with him.
So how far from the service station did this murder take place?
Oh, no, it's like a mile. Probably like 2 miles, 3 miles. It's not nowhere near my house.
So then apparently your son didn't come back to the house then, right?
No, this happened an hour later.
But
after my son was with him.
But there is no proof, there is no evidence that your son did not stay in the car with the man, right?
No. Actually, there was video of the car, like from the buses and stuff. But my son is not in no video. Correct. No, you can't see him in no video.
Can you see who's in the car?
Yes. Yep, you can see Jackson.
You can't see your son. You can't see the second person in the car.
No. No. So right now, I'm just fighting to get my son out. My son didn't do this crime. The boy confessed to it. And I'm just saying that
ma'am, but from listening to you, I ain't sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure because.
Oh wow.
I'm not. I can't, ma'am. I don't know you. I can't just go off of what you say.
Oh, you're right, but you're right, and you probably, I don't know. I'm sorry, but my son didn't do this.
Other than your son telling you that he did not do it, how do you know he didn't do it?
I just told you. The man made 5 different statements, and the man confessed to doing it. It was his gun in his car. But as a mother, I'm just saying how I am depressed behind this. If my son did do it, I'd have been behind my son. I was like, son, we're going to have to do this 15 years old, and I wouldn't be like this. My son is wrongfully convicted.
How many years did they give him?
They gave him 35, and he never been in trouble with the law again. He just graduated like 2 years before this happened. You know, I am a mother.
Where is your lawyer, man?
My lawyer is in Rochester, but the lawyer here, that's the reason why my son is in jail, because of his lawyer.
What did his lawyer do wrong?
He did everything wrong at trial. First of all, he didn't call no witnesses for on the behalf, you know, like the judge asked him if he gonna call somebody. It was a lady that lived next door to the incident that said the white man ain't seen nothing, because when he came outside, he was asking them what happened. He didn't call her. He didn't. He just like the pill lawyer said. He said, "Ma'am, your son is in jail because of your lawyer."
Did your son?
I made a mistake.
Did your son have a real lawyer or a public defender?
We had purchased a lawyer. We paid for a lawyer. Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just a hurting feeling. I mean, it hurts me every day. It's terrible. And I wouldn't sit up here and lie and do like I'm doing for my son.
I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm saying you don't know. I'm saying that.
Oh yeah, I do know.
No, you don't.
Because if you read these statements, you couldn't believe it. I mean, it's blown away. The eyewitness even admitted to drinking 7 o'clock in the morning, but he just lied from the first question. The first question they asked him, have you ever been convicted of a crime? He said no. And they got his police record right there. He wasn't even a reliable witness.
So,
this man destroyed my son's life.
Right, let me ask you, were they tried together?
Huh?
Were they tried together?
Nope.
They had separate trials.
No, the other boy had copped out. Because he just lost trial 3 months prior for the other charge where he shot somebody.
I'm talking about for this case. Was the other guy?
No.
Was the other guy ever charged in this case?
Yeah, he was charged with accessory. They charged the killer with accessory.
They charged him with accessory. So is he doing time on this crime as well?
Yes, they gave him 7 years.
On this crime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As the accessory?
Yes.
So they're saying that your son was the perpetrator?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, my son was the killer, right?
Well, okay, same thing. What was the person that was killed? What was his relationship to your son?
Oh, he didn't know him. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but as we were just talking, I was just saying how it just hurt me how I'd be depressed too.
Yeah, I started taking up all that space talking about it on my page. He only got 7 years as an accessory.
Yes.
So they're saying that this guy was just riding along.
Yeah.
You said they have videotape. Do they have they have videotape of the shooting?
No. But he went on live. He went on a live confession.
He gave a confession live?
Yeah. And the police knew this. They used it at trial.
So
if he made a live confession.
So if he made a confession on Facebook Live, he stated that he was a killer?
Yes.
He said that he did it all by himself?
Yes, he said I. Yes, he did. Yep, he said I.
And what did they say in court about That's a piece of evidence. What did they say?
Oh, they said that the DA was like, that's bogus. But if they wanted to convict him, then it wouldn't been bogus. The DA, they just crooked. That's all I got to say. You know, they just crooked. I'm gonna fight to get my son out. My son is 100% innocent, and I'm gonna fight forever until my last breath. And I was just saying, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get up because my hair coming out. You know, my eyes are getting black. It's just tearing me down. It's wearing me down. This is my baby.
Ma'am, your baby in jail. He ain't no baby.
Right,
He ain't no baby.
yes, he is.
He ain't no baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
How old is he?
He's 24 now.
He ain't no baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
you're saying that a man got 35 years, 35 years in jail.
Yeah.
They charge him with what degree of murder? Second?
Second. Yeah.
Why are they charging with second degree?
I don't know what they supposed to charge him with. Third.
No, I mean, I'm asking why they didn't charge him with first.
Oh, I don't know. Why would they charge him with first?
Was the person that he killed supposedly being robbed?
Oh, no.
So what was
I told you that boy killed them.
what was the reason that
Yep.
what was the reason he was getting killed?
He didn't say. He never went to trial or whatever. Yeah. But he made a lying confession, and my son is 100% innocent.
How much money?
Yeah, but the weird, but
How
I'm just
much-
saying,
how
the
much
weird
money-
here that
how
these
much
people
money-
downtown,
How much money have you spent on this case?
20, 30, probably more than that. About 50,000.
You spent $50,000 on this case.
Yeah,
How much
way
more?
more.
How much more money are you prepared to spend?
30.
You gonna spend another $30,000 on this case.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
got you are you going into your retirement, your pension, or whatever it is, or you just got money like that?
No family, and people know that he's a good kid, and a lot of people reaching out to $100 or anything. Yeah, he got a lot of support.
Have you got a
I
new
got a
law-
lot of support, and I'm blessed. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Have you got a new lawyer?
Yup, I got the appeal lawyer in Rochester. Yep, I got the appeal lawyer. We just lost our appeal on March 26th.
How many appeals have you had?
Just one, and I think we did that too quick. Yeah, I think we did everything. I did like so quick. When he went to jail, I tried to hear him and get a lawyer, and I was just losing my mind. But y'all, we got appeal lawyer down.
And what does the appeal lawyer say?
Actually, he wanted to go to the higher court, so we have to go to the higher court, and it's not even guaranteed to get accepted.
Have you been to the state Supreme Court?
That's the appeals, right? Yup, that's it.
You've been no. You can have your appeal in your local court, but have you been to the state Supreme Court?
Mm-hmm.
You've been there.
Yup. Wait a minute.
So you're trying to go to the Supreme Court.
Yup, we got two more, right? After this one.
It's gonna take you more than $30,000.
Well, yeah. You know, if I gotta take out a loan, you know, I'm all he got. If I gotta take out a loan, I gotta do something.
How old are you, man?
47.
You're 47.
Yeah.
You're probably looking like 67 by now, aren't you?
Not that old. Yeah, it's beating me up. I mean, it's tearing me up.
So what do you do after you spend the next $50,000 or $60,000?
since you got to go through another level of Supreme Court in your area, and then it's going to take about $40,000-$50,000 by itself to go to the Supreme Court. What you going to do if he loses the appeal?
Hello?
Yeah. What you going to do if he loses all of his appeals?
I'm gonna keep fighting. What would you do for your child? You would do the same thing. Come on.
No,
I don't have no choice.
No,
what do I do?
If I felt,
I'm not can't leave him here.
If I felt that my child was guilty of murder, he got
No, not guilty.
Well, I see you haven't given me anything that is substantial enough to believe that he's not doing it, that he didn't do it, because you're saying that
he's lying? Okay, listen. So you just basically believe in the eyewitness, because that's all they got is the eyewitness.
Well, somebody believed the eyewitness.
Right. Yup. But this eyewitness wasn't credible. The eyewitness is lying. I told you I got 5 different statements right here where he said he seen a black male getting in the car. And then 4 or 5 days later, now you see a light-skinned male and you see the whole thing. Come on now. You know, I'm gonna do what I have to do. You know, I ain't got no choice. I ain't gonna never stop.
Well, it's hard to get an appeals court to overturn the decision of a lower court, because the judge in the appeal court. How many judges did you have in the appeal court? Did you have 1 or was there 3?
None.
Huh?
None.
Ma'am, wait a minute. How you have an appeals hearing and with no judge there?
Oh no! It was 5.
All right. So you got 5,
it was 5 of them.
You got 5 judges up there on the appeal court. These 5 judges hear the evidence. Was all the evidence proposed in the appeals court?
I didn't hear you.
Was all of the evidence given in the appeals court?
Yup, the only evidence that they can use, they have to use like everything in trial.
They use everything
like
that was they use everything that was done in trial. That they did it again, right?
Oh no, actually it's not like that. It's only like the lawyer got 10 minutes to talk. He had to do a brief, and the brief is like points where he put like why the case should be overturned. And that's what he.
And the prosecution was also there, right?
Yes. Yep. It was a DA that do appeals.
Okay. And the 5 judges on the appeals board did not find a reason to overturn. Am I correct?
Correct. Yup. Correct. Yup.
They stated that the lower court made the right decision.
They said they're going to stick to their decision.
Okay.
That they didn't find anything. They denied all the counts. He only went with 2 counts, and I didn't really feel comfortable with them 2. I thought he could have found more. But he was like, Miss Collins, he was like, he know what he's doing. He's been doing this for 13 years. And they can't bring nothing new into this. They have to go from everything through a trial.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you cannot submit new evidence there.
Right.
But you got 5 judges now. That's done said something wrong, that your son's guilty, right?
So you gonna spend another? You gonna spend more? Than
I would sell my house, Pastor. Come on now, I'm just trying to tell you, my son's 100% innocent. Listen to me.
Where you gonna live when you sell the house?
I ain't gonna stay with my mother or my sister. It's only me. Look, it's only me, and I got a big, beautiful house.
And you gonna sell your big, beautiful house based on what your son told you?
You ain't lying, because I'll be missing this house once I'm gone. I've been here for, 22 years? Yeah. But actually, I'm tired. That's what I'm just tired. It's overwhelming. It's terrible. It hurts me every day. I'm frustrated. I mean, all above. They just do this to people, and it's not right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not right. Yup, and I've been reaching out. I've been getting a little here and there, reaching out to people, you know?
Yeah. Brother,
I've been getting response, and I'm meeting people too.
That's what I was
that's great.
Have you called? Have you heard of the Innocence Project?
Yup. I wrote them. I wrote them like last year. They said they only do cases with DNA, in which my case there is no evidence. The only evidence it is the white man. So, yeah, but I had reached out to Ben Crump. He wrote me back. You know, he told me that Ben Crump.
Baby, ain't enough money. Baby, you ain't gonna get no Ben Crump. Ain't enough payoff for Ben Crump in your case. What did Ben Crump tell you?
But you know what? I appreciate him wrote me back, because you know what?
What did Ben Crump tell you?
Oh, he was like, sorry, such and such, that he don't take these type of cases.
No. Yep. Ain't no payoff. Ain't no payoff in your case. Ain't nobody to sue.
Yeah. But I didn't know. I was just reaching out.
Let me give you a bit of advice, and I'm gonna get you off the phone.
Okay.
Baby, don't sell your house.
Yeah, you ain't lying, huh?
Yeah, I mean, heck, your ass gonna be outdoors. He gonna have a home. 3 hearts and a pot, too.
You're right, because he coming home. And I appreciate you, too, taking your time out to talk to me.
Yeah. Well, baby,
I'll be on your live every night.
I see you. I see you.
I switched my name from Antonini to Justice for Deontay, because I reached out to a lot of people. A lot of people coming home from wrongful conviction. Somebody just came home today. I had met this girl in New York City.
But they got more evidence. They got more evidence in the case than what you're presenting here.
They evidence probably worse than mine. My son didn't do this. I mean, there's a lot of wrongful conviction people in jail, and I'm a firm believer now because my son is one of them. My son didn't do this crime.
Okay.
My son didn't do this, and them people downtown know he didn't do this, and that boy know he didn't do this. So, you know, they just wrong. They wrongful conviction. They just wrong. They just do us any kind of way. And then they get away with it because we don't have nobody to stick up for us. People don't be having support. But I'm going to march. I'm going to do with everything for my son.
Baby, your marching ain't going to do no good. What you going to march for? You going to be marching by yourself?
No, we got support. We got support, you know?
What is the marching going to do?
Go downtown and let them know. The system is corrupt. You know that. Am I right or wrong?
I'm sure I know that the system is corrupt. In many instances.
Yeah, but that's what happened here with my son. I've been reaching out, like the Innocent Project, and people. I'm learning every day because I gotta learn. You know, this is something I'm learning. Yep, I'm learning. And today I did a Zoom with this group of people. They sent me a link. You know, I'm taking time out. They're trying to do a reform for parolees, stating that people over 50 should get parole. They still hitting them at the board.
Baby, how old is your son?
My son is 24.
So he got about 24 years, so he'd be eligible for that program.
He got what?
You said it's for people over 50 years old. Your son 24.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to learn the system more.
Okay.
And I'm participating.
But ma'am, don't lose your house.
I'm participating. That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to let you go, but ma'am, don't lose your house. Keep your house. How long you been in jail now?
2 years.
Okay.
2 years too many for a crime you didn't commit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right,
Well,
Donna.
thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, baby. I'll be looking for you now.
I'll be here, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Whew. I'm tired now. I'm finna go. Shit. Whew. Somebody said grab Cleo and Stoney and go set it off. Y'all crazy. Y'all time up. I ain't finna bring y'all back. I'm finna go. Look, if y'all want the product, please get the product right now. $60 for 60, 10 for 120, 50 for 350. Right now until I go off there, $100 for $500, or after I go off the air, it's $650. Woo, Lord. Join me on the radio in the morning at what time I come on there? 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. Those of you around the country, not in Memphis, go to the TuneIn app and get me. It's been a pleasure, y'all. No, I ain't gonna bring y'all back for no goddamn 15 minutes. I'm tired. Now I'm drunk and horny. See, Selena, you need to stop, girl. I bet you're a real freaky thing when you get horny, ain't you, Selena? Stop, that is. All right, I'm gone. Thank y'all so much for being here. I am out of here. Good night, y'all.